Napaka ganda ng combination ng apelyido mo. Uy Sakatan. Which is also a semblance of the unity among the political leaders here in this province. To the representative of the 2nd District of Samar, Honorable Reynolds Michael Tan. Akala ko nung una yung sikat na artista na si Michael Reynolds. To the Mayor of Catbalogan City, Honorable Dexter M. Uy. Representatives and leaders of the various local government units present here today. The Eastern Visayas State University President, Dr. Dennis C. De Paz, represented by Dr. Adeline P. Espana, Vice President for Research and Development and Extension, and to Samar State University, President Dr. Redentor S. Valencia, my colleagues from the Department of Science and Technology, Undersecretary for Regional Operations, Engineer Sancho A. Mamora, DOST 8 Family, headed by its Regional Director, Dr. John Glenn D. Ocaña, and our DOST Provincial Directors, Directors and representatives from the various government agencies, stakeholders and participants of the first Regional Smart City Exposition and Networking Engagement, RC 2025, friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen, maupay na aga ha inyong katanan. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. We at the Department of Science and Technology wish to express our profound appreciation to all of you for the warm welcome and for joining us in this very first regional Smart Community Exposition and Networking Engagement in the Philippines, here in Catbalogan City, after the International Smart City Exposition and Networking Engagement held for 3 years in Cagayan City. The letter R in RC is very symbolic because the Waray languages, rhythm and phonetics give R a strong identity marker, making it a signature sound. I just discovered, for example, that delicious food here, you describe it as karasa, which is in my local dialect, where only 4 towns in the Philippines would use it. In the province of Romblon, we call it kalasa. Okay? There are also meaningful words that can represent the letter R. We have resilient, responsive, reliable, and resident-centric city. So RC is a crucial convergence point. It is here, in this very hall, that ideas, groundbreaking technologies, and vital partnerships will intertwine, laying the groundwork for the smart and sustainable community that are uniquely tailored to the needs and dreams of every Filipino. When I conceptualized the programs of the Department of Science and Technology, I thought of developing a program that will catch and make use of the research and development technologies and solutions that we have been producing, or the use of smart technologies or innovations that can be sourced from DOST or other partners, or even the private sector, to improve the productivity of existing enterprises, more so help the economic development of a city. That's why the Smart and Sustainable Community Program was conceived. Region 8 is a very, very good region to visit. Alam niyo kung bakit? Pag pumunta ako sa Region 8, parami akong busog sa dami ng inyong mga food technology. Kaya bagay na bagay po ang numeral nyo, 8. Kaya sabi ko, Region 8, parati kang kumakain. Past tense ng 8. Pero biro lang po yan. The Philippines is geographically challenged when it comes to natural hazards, being part of the Pacific Ring of Fire, typhoon belt, and is affected by the global climate change. These natural threats affect the development of any place in the world, more so in the eastern side of the Philippines. You have typhoons, floods, landslides, from time to time earthquakes, and tsunami. Long ago, you have volcanic eruptions that will occur. So, living in this beautiful but sometimes perilous area is challenging. But science, technology, innovation, and the spirit of collaboration and determination of all of us can really make us winners over these disasters and not victims. Likewise, poverty, literacy challenges, foods and health security challenges are always a problem of every local government, not only in the Philippines, but in other parts of the world. But the big difference, I think, for a developing or a developed community is the mindset that the leaders and the people have. If you go over the historical development of many cities in the world, they have been looking at things, at challenges positively. And that is why when we talk about overcoming poverty, overcoming literacy, food and health issues, we should be thinking of the word resilience. Resilience, for many people, is a way of life where you smile despite the challenges. Nakangiti kahit na-disaster na. Nakangiti kahit naghihirap. But ladies and gentlemen, and I hope you agree with me, that we need to change the mindset of all of us, of our kababayans. To consider resilience as not merely surviving, but economically thriving. If our success indicator is this much, hindi ganyan lang, masaya ka na kahit mahirap ka. But if our indicator is that all of our cities and towns here in Samar would be thriving, would be developed, then we can use science, technology, innovation, and our Bayanihan spirit of collaboration to overcome these challenges. Because we can be victors over disasters, over poverty, over health and food security issues. Maniniwala po ba kayo na kaya natin yan? It cannot be done overnight, but we can start now. And I'm very glad that upon entering this hall, I saw the different initiatives of Catbalogan City. One of the very first things when I arrived at a place is to ask the name, the origin of the name of the city or town. So why is Catbalogan City named as Catbalogan? Alam niyo po ba? Palagay ko alam niyo naman. Pero yung sa hindi nakakaalala, it came from the shrub balaog, which lined up the banks of Añeto River and the shorelines of Catbalogan City. And the Catbalogan settlement was referred to as the area populated by this shrub balaog. But then it became Catbalogan. So, I think we can use your history as a source of inspiration of what we can do for Catbalogan and for the province of Samar. We can replace the line of shrubs, balaog, with a line of technologies that will surround and populate Catbalogan, and has already started by Mayor Uy and the people in Catbalogan. Ang dami ng initiatives na ginawa. That is the pathway for development. And that is the pathway for us leaders to further help our kababayans in Samar. This gathering is very important, and that is why I came here personally. I go to places not reached by many secretaries of government. Sa bundok, sa malalayong lugar, we go. Because we want to show to our people that we care. If an event is important, people will really feel it's important if the leaders of the local communities, like at Balogan City and the province, and the leaders of partner departments go and spend time with our kababayans. This is important because it is through our collective efforts that we will harness the power of science, technology, and innovation to elevate the lives of our citizens, transform their lives, unlock new opportunities by providing solutions, and champion sustainable development in every corner of Region 8 and of the whole country. Why is this important? Why does the concept of a smart and sustainable community hold such immense importance for both our present and our future? Sino po sa inyo ang may mga anak? Father's Day kahapon. Lahat siguro ng magulang, kapag may anak, they want to have their children live a comfortable life. They want their children to have longer and better quality of life. They want their children to have a wealthy life in the future. That's why education is very important. They want their children to have a safe life. And later on, when they have their own livelihood, the livelihood business will also be safe. And they want the surrounding of their family where they stay to be better, to breathe clean air, to go around with less traffic, right? But you know, the world around us is constantly changing. We face complex challenges, rapid urbanization, the undeniable impacts of climate change, the relentless march of digital technology, and the degradation of our environment. Ladies and gentlemen, if we love our children so much that we want them to have a future that is of quality, we can create the future we want for them. We just don't wait for the future to happen. We can create it. But how do we create it? We have to have empathy. As much as we love our children, we have to love our environment. We have to love our community. And we have to love other people as well. Because our children cannot live alone. That is why the DOST Smart and Sustainable Communities Program is one of our strategic response to the various challenges that we face. This program, which broadens the popular Smart City concept, which is popular all over the world, will encompass diverse communities. Cities, towns, sometimes provinces, especially island provinces, can be made smart and sustainable fast enough, like towns or cities. We can make them develop by integrating sustainability to ensure that the future we want is created for the future Filipinos. We recognize that while many smart cities are emerging overseas, not all are inherently sustainable, and conversely, not all sustainable communities are yet smart. By focusing on communities rather than cities, we aim for a more inclusive and attainable vision. Usually smart cities are funded very extravagantly, but we can start by making sure that what the local chief executives want addressed as a challenge in their community are addressed right away. We start with low-hanging fruits and build upon the successes of earlier results. This initiative is our pathway to delivering more effective public services, fortifying our economy and ensuring we are better prepared for any calamity that may come our way. Our vision is not just about adapting, mamuhay lang ng ligtas, basta mabuhay, hindi po yan, but leading the change in shaping a brighter tomorrow for everyone. Kung ano man ang gusto natin sa ating mga anak, sa ating mga apo, kapo-apuhan, this is the pathway for us to achieve that. Our long-term vision for the future is clearly articulated in Pagkanal 2050, the DOST's Comprehensive Foresight Study for Science, Technology, and Innovation. Pagkanal 2050 paints a vivid picture of a progressive, resilient, and inclusive Philippines, an archipelagic Philippines by 2050, a nation where every Filipino is afforded an equal opportunity to thrive. Pagbihira po na magkakaroon ng pantay-pantay. Ang importante, lahat ay umuungos, umuunlad. Ang tawag niyo dyan ay uswag. Tama? Umuunlad tayo. Moving forward, but not at the same speed. As long as we move forward together, that is already a desired results. This stands as a foundational pillar in realizing this grand vision. They are destined to become the epicenters of our transformation, our pilot cities and towns, where technology serves as the essential bridge, seamlessly connecting our people, vital services, and critical information for the common good. This is not DOST's journey alone. We have signed an agreement with DICT, with DILG. Later on, we added the Department of Tourism, and everybody who wants to join us would be welcome. Mas maganda po at mas madaling umunlad ang isang lugar kung lahat ay nagtulong-tulong. Ika nga po, agham na ramdam, serbisyong ramdam ng ating mga babayan. So to guide us on this ambitious journey, we have meticulously crafted the Smart City Roadmap, or Smart and Sustainable Community Roadmap, a strategic framework that ensures all our efforts are interconnected, purposeful, and aligned towards our singular objective. At the heart of DOST's commitment to smart and sustainable development lie our four core strategic pillars. If you are familiar with the 17 Sustainable Development Goals, it is very difficult to memorize this, and more importantly, our kababayans will not understand the SDGs. And that's why we crafted the four strategic pillars of DOST that can be implemented by any other organization. As mentioned in the introduction earlier on, the first pillar is promoting human well-being by making sure that Filipinos' quality of life is improved so that later on they will have a longer life. Sino po sa inyo ang may gusto na mahaba ang buhay? Magtaas po kayo kamay. Pag hindi kayo magtaas, God bless. But that's everyone's desire, to have longer and better quality of life. So, through smart city solutions, we aim to enhance access to essential services, improve health outcomes, and create environments where people can flourish. Second, poverty, malnutrition, and many challenges here on earth, in our country, can be answered if we are economically developed. Ganun lang po yan. Kung may pera ka, mas madaling magbigay ng solusyon. Our second pillar is to foster wealth creation. We leverage science, technology, and innovation to stimulate economic growth. foster entrepreneurship, and create new industries and job opportunities with our smart communities. That is why we have the Community Empowerment through Science and Technology, or CEST, Small Enterprise Technology Upgrading Program, or SETUP, or the iForward programs, meaning innovations for Filipinos working distantly from the Philippines, designed for our OFWs who want to return or have returned to the Philippines so that they can still flourish despite the fact that they came home. More importantly, we want our partner universities and colleges that beyond teaching, beyond research, and beyond publication, we want them to commercialize the products that they have developed. Mr. President, and to the faculty here present, kung nag-publish po kayo ng paper, masaya kayo, asawa nyo, at mga anak nyo. Pero kung nag-publish kayo, nag-commercialize po ng product, hindi lang pamilya nyo masaya, pati ibang mga kababayan natin, kasi mabibigyan natin sila ng dagdag na trabaho. We need to be more patriotic for our kababayans, and not only for ourselves. The third pillar is to reinforce wealth protection.
The Jawa Smart Interactive Whiteboard.
Sorry, mapa-speech ko. In a country prone to natural hazards, especially here in Eastern Visayas, your economic development, if you are not ready and prepared, can be wiped out by natural hazards and climate change. But we can develop and be not affected by these hazards if we focus on using smart technologies to enhance disaster and climate resilience, improving early warning systems, and safeguarding our communities, our resources, our lives and livelihood from various threats. We have various early warning systems, and there are examples already available in the exhibit, but we have the tsunami alerting system and disaster early warning for the coastlines of Region 8, the geoanalytics, hazard hunter, and plant smart for getting your communities ready, and other technologies that can help you respond much faster. Earlier, I was sharing to Congressman and Mayor the Hazard Hunter PAs and how it works. I'm proud to say that these technologies are well recognized all over the world as one of the transformative technologies that can provide you an assessment of hazards anywhere in the Philippines in less than 1 minute. And with the monitoring systems that are available from Pag-asa and PHIVOLCS, and supplemented by early warning systems in your communities, then we can better prepare our people not only to save lives but also their livelihood. You may view the exhibit at the back, or you can use your phones to try it. We also developed the only automated planning for recovery in the world. We can automate planning given all the transformation, digital transformation that we have, and will make your plans better by using information from both national, mandated organizations and the local community, so that your plans are of good quality. Lastly, institutionalizing sustainability is the fourth pillar, where, aside from other programs, the development of smart and sustainable communities program lie. Our efforts are deeply rooted in fostering long-term environmental and social responsibility. We champion green technologies, circular economy, where traditional waste can be converted to money, efficient resource management, and inclusive development practices to ensure a thriving future for generations to come. The vision of smart and sustainable communities, for me, if I am the local chief executive or leader, is to use smart technologies to develop an open, meaning data-driven, collaborative, where we all work together, citizen-centric, and digitally transformed governance. Nakikita ko na yan sa Calvario, but we can add more smart technologies, even non-ICT-driven technologies. The journey to building a smart city or community is undeniably a collective endeavor. No single agency or sector can achieve this alone. Every one of us has a vital role to play. So before I end, let me convince and request these different sectors of our society to play your role actively. To our local government units, like the LGU of Catbalogan, you are the missionaries, the policymakers, and the direct implementers of the front line of change. If you will not take the lead, who will? We can help, but it is in your hands if it will be successful. Your leadership in identifying community needs and crafting supportive policies is indispensable. To the academia and research institutions, you are the wellspring of knowledge and solutions. Your research outputs, talent development, and technical expertise are crucial for effective smart city solutions. We must dedicate ourselves to further study, creating more essential technologies that will serve communities for their long-term needs. To the industry and private sector, you are the technology providers, the innovators, the investors that will scale up the production of these technologies and be able for our kababayans to have access so that we can maximize its use. Your capacity to create cutting-edge products and your readiness to invest are key to accelerating our progress. To civil society organizations and our communities, you are the voice of our people. Your participation ensures that our solutions are inclusive, truly address needs, and genuinely empower citizens. And to the national government agencies, including the UST, we are committed to providing policy, funding, capacity building, technical support, and serving as the vital link for coordination among all agencies. We are beside you in this journey. It's not we are behind your back. Baka malayo po ang back natin, no? So we will be beside you in this journey. Your success will be our success. Your failure will also be our failure. Our concerted effort towards the common goal, a progressive and resilient future for every Filipino. The path towards a smart city or smart community and a sustainable community is challenging, but it is a journey we must embark together. Remember, we love our children, we must create the future we want for them. Every innovation we pursue, every solution we develop, and every collaboration we build here at the RC brings us closer to a future of seamless, sustainable, and efficient urban living, fostering robust, inclusive communities, genuinely prepared for what is ahead. As I conclude my message, allow me to leave you with both a challenge and a profound sense of hope. With every chip we integrate, with every data point we generate, and with every idea we bring together, we are not just constructing smart cities. We are actively building a smart country. A country prepared for the challenges of tomorrow, a country unified by the power of science, technology and innovation, and a country forged by hope and solidarity for the future of every Filipino. Let us always remember, the future does not simply arrive. We actively build it. And through our unity, our purposeful cooperation, and the guiding line of science, technology, and innovation, we will undoubtedly achieve a bagong Pilipinas that is intelligent, prosperous, and dignified for all. Thank you very much. Mabuhay po kayong lahat. And let us make our communities smart and sustainable.
Thank you very much. Maraming salamat po, Secretary Renato U. Saludon Jr. How about another round of applause for our very own DOST Secretary for that very enlightening and powerful keynote message. Secretary, your words reaffirm that our belief that science and technology are not just tools, but catalysts for inclusive, resilient, and future-ready communities. As a token of our deepest gratitude, the City Government of Bandalagan is honored to present you with a special memorabilia together with a plaque of our appreciation, a miniature replica of the Rizal Monument, and of course, a certificate of appreciation for your support and for your presence. Would like to invite our City Mayor Dexter M. Uy, together with our City Councilors, to join us here on stage to present our token and plaque of appreciation. Allow me to read the citation. Certificate of appreciation is presented to Dr. Renato U. Saludon Jr., First Secretary for the Department of Science and Technology, for your invaluable support and partnership as an official event partner during the Smart Innovation as held at First Eastern Visayas Regional Smart Communities Exposition and Networking Engagement RC 2025. Your commitment and collaboration were instrumental to the success of this regional initiative. Signed, Honorable Dexter M. Uy, City Mayor. Once again, we present to you our memorabilia, a miniature replica of the Rizal Monument. This represents your inspiring leadership and unwavering commitment to nation building through innovation. Official hoodie for RC 2025. Palakpakan po natin. Thank you very much, Secretary Renato Saludon, for gracing our regional initiative. We hope that this token serve as a reminder that the seeds of smart, sustainable development you help plant today will bear fruit across generations. Mauswag gila nga duro-diretsyo ang Eastern Visayas. Thank you, Secretary. And thank you to our City Councilors and Honorable Mayor. I know we are now very excited to look ahead to what's in store for us in our 3-day activity, but before that, let us see first how our day 0 yesterday, Father's Day, also went on.